Hi, my name is Rock Santos, co-founder of Q Swimwear, and I'm a swimmer. We've created a swim brand by swimmers, for all swimmers. Even the swimmer that needs a new racing suit for every meet. Yeah, you know who you are. You and your parents spend all kinds of money on a new racing suit because it's stretched out every time you wear it. Not anymore. Q Swimwear has developed a racing suit that holds its compression and that lasts for over 50 swims. Q Swimwear, the answer for the swimmer that always needs a new racing suit.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Wednesday, January 26, 2011. I'm your host, Peter Bush. On the show today, Greg Winslow. He's the head swim coach at the University of Utah. The Utes were recently in Tempe, Arizona for a training trip, and Swimming World TV's Garrett McCaffrey caught up with Coach Winslow to talk about their upcoming move to the Pac-10.
So Greg, there's some pretty big changes on the horizon for Utah swimming. What does it mean now that Utah swimming after 2011 will be in the Pac-10?
It means we're in the best swimming conference in the country. It means we're going to get to go and really kind of do what everybody dreams about doing when you enter athletics, is compete against the best there is and find out how good you are. What
changes?
Everything. Just from expectations, personal expectations, your team's expectations, recruiting jumps off the charts. Obviously, even just facility changes and things like that, and more money coming into the program, but just higher expectations and the chance to really, go against the best in the world.
Even this last fall, 2010, before you guys are in the Pac-10, did you see anything different with recruiting? Did it have a different feel when you said, by the time you get here, we will be a Pac-10 program?
On both sides of it, and I think it's with everybody in our athletic department. I think you see, some kids were intimidated by the Pac-10 and went a different direction, but those aren't the kids we really want in our program either. But we saw a lot of kids that, hey, I could be a part of something, building something special at Utah, and getting to race against the best. And I've always wanted to go out to California and race, and I've always wanted to go here and race. That's what's great about it, is really saying, okay, you're going to come to Utah and you're going to race against the best in the world, and we'll do everything we can to help you achieve your goals. So it's going to be fun.
A little scary though. I mean, like you said, it's the fastest swimming conference in the country, arguably. So that's a little bit of a step up from the Mountain West. Not to put the Mountain West down in any way, shape, or form, but it's another level.
No, and I think that you don't get great unless you're scared to do it. Nobody's brave until you're scared, and nobody can test their courage. And I definitely didn't get into coaching to find out if I could be mediocre. And I don't know any coach that has. And I know that my staff and I aren't settled, and we're not content with where we're at. And yes, facing the big dogs is intimidating. But if you're not ready for that fight, then you got to do some, soul searching and find out who is. And we're going to put the team together. And I think we've got a core nucleus right now that we might not win right now, but we'll sure fight for it. And I think in a few years we'll be where we need to be.
What do you have to do to be ready for that fight? What kind of steps need to change? What kind of things need to happen in order for you to be ready for that fight?
Right. Well, you grow up in racing and thinking about what it takes to be great, and at some point along the line you start looking outside of your own lane. I think really where that fight begins is in practice every single day, and becoming okay with self-confidence and, hey, I can do whatever I want in the pool. When you get that mentality of I can handle it and nobody's going to do a cannonball on me in the middle of 100 free, the rest of it's just about if you can get your hand on the wall first. And I think we've got the kids that are learning how to do that. I think that's something special.
It should really increase the level of recruit that is attracted to Utah as a Pac-10 school now. But you're dealing with some competition, and in the Mountain West you do have some outdoor teams like a San Diego State and whatnot, but now you're dealing with, Cal, USC, UCLA, Stanford,
right.
ASU, and Arizona, all outdoor teams. Pac-10 is almost predominantly outdoor. You guys are in Salt Lake City, beautiful city,
yeah.
Nice facility. But what do you say to the kid who has his heart set on that outdoor training style?
Two things. One, we're going to race outdoors a lot. Two, we've got our outdoor facility that we just got a 50-meter tank that we keep open until October, and we get it in April. So we have that. Our facility's all glass, and we have the most gorgeous mountains in the world. And just the overall feel of Salt Lake You know, it's a little bit scary when you haven't really heard of Utah or know Utah, but it's an amazing city. You get the best of the small college environment, a big city feel, and the mountains to either go hiking or go skiing in. You know, so if you'd rather surf than ski, I challenge you to put on a snowboard and see what you got. Salt Lake is a tremendous place with a lot of team tradition, and if you want to come and be a part of something that's growing and make a big impact and be somebody that, you know, is a core block for that, Salt Lake's the place to be.
We've been looking forward to next year, this whole interview, but let's talk a little bit about this year, the final Mountain West Championship for you guys. Ideal way to go on top. How would it be? Or ideal way to go out, I'm sorry.
Well, you already answered the question.
Yeah.
Our ideal way would be to go out on top of the Mountain West. We've got some really talented teams in there with San Diego State and the team down south. And UNLV men's team has done a phenomenal job. I think they're really doing a lot of things right there. But our goal is just to go out there and, you know, break all of our school records and really throw something down and get both men and women NCAAs. You know, if we're taking care of it and getting NCAAs, that'd be the way to go out. And you know, with the Mountain West cutting men's swimming now, and this is the last year of Mountain West men's swimming period, it ought to always be nice to, you know, remember that fondly as well.
Best of luck, Greg.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
Garrett.
a lot.
All right, thanks, Garrett. And if you want to see Greg Winslow's team in action, you can go to the workout video section at swimmingworld.tv for more. That's it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.